Good morning. It's Monday. It's the day after Easter, and we're still under lockdown. Corona, no. Allergies, yes. It's just some of the things that we've been seeing on the news and things that we found out about a lot of the people that we're supposed to be trusting in is really deceiving us. And it's crazy because, we think we can put trust in our government, but our government is really wicked. I mean, we can sugarcoat it with Republican and, we got a conservative in office and all the different whatever. And in reality, it's, right wing, left wing, same bird. That's heard an old Indian saying that. It was pretty good, and I've always remembered it. But we look at Easter, and we've mixed so much crap with Easter, where you have a mix of a pagan festival for a fertility god. That's where you get your bunny laying an egg. Bunnies don't lay eggs, and the egg is a sign of fertility, and the bunny is a sign of sex. So we have this whole thing added to the day that Jesus resurrected. It's kind of like a contradiction of why he even resurrected. That we're going to worship a bunny that represents sex, and then have Jesus on the same day, and we call it Easter. And it's just unreal that that you wonder why we're under judgment. Same way with Christmas. I mean, the two holidays that we celebrate in America, and the only time when people go to church, quote unquote, is those 2 days. And it's really sad because Christmas, it's really the way that we do Christmas is Catholic, a Catholic version, and Easter also Catholic version. So why on earth do we just research it and see what the Passover is, and see the birth of Christ, the importance of the birth of Christ? But Jesus never said to celebrate his birth. He gave the importance of of the resurrection, and the importance of what he wants us to make known is the two ordinances, which is baptism and the Lord's Supper. And those are two things that we should really celebrate more than anything. When someone gets baptized, we should have a whole day designated for that person, and celebrate it. And then also each week, or every 2 weeks, or ever how you want to do it, have a full-blown celebration of the Lord's Supper. That means a feast. We should eat. We should, it shouldn't be a wafer and a cup of juice like what we have. I don't understand that. That is so religious and ritual. It's almost pagan the way that we do it. It's like fantasy. It makes people that are not Christian look at it like, what is that, a magical wafer and a magical cup of juice? No, it's supposed to represent, that Jesus is the bread of life. That when we partake of the bread of life, we will never hunger again. And his blood, the wine was supposed to be representation of the blood, what he sacrificed for us. So, I mean, if you look at it, it's a beautiful picture. And he wants us to sit around a table, eat, and talk about how beautiful that act of what he did is. And how we need to live out our faith in that. But we don't. We make it a ritual. And it's just take it, and it's like It's exactly what the Catholics made it, and the Protestants do the exact same thing. And it just really bothers me. It bothers me very bad that we do this. So anyway, that's my rant. I'm very grateful for celebrating the resurrection of our Lord, and it should be only that. You should not add Easter bunny crap to it. That is, you're teaching your kids two contradicting views of what the Easter bunny is and what Christ did for us when he resurrected. He beat death. He beat the one who has the power over death. You look at Hebrews 2. And then you want to celebrate a pagan god in the same day? That is so sickening. I just don't get it. And a fat elf on Christmas, magical elf that rides in a sleigh that has flying reindeer. That's what we want to put on the same day as our Lord being born. 2 points in time of history that has changed everything, and we want to put something pagan and fantasy mixed in with it. I just don't get it. So that's my rant. I just want to say that this is my heart in this subject, and I'm not going to waver in that. Call me old-fashioned, call me radical, that's fine. I'd rather be that and err to the side of glorifying Jesus than on the air of blaspheming my Lord. Plain and simple. So that's all I got today. Thanks, and I appreciate it. God bless.